Hello and welcome back to Webcast News. Let's just get straight into it. And first in the news for today is the former Prime Minister of Great Britain, Sir Edward Heath, who has been dragged into the child sex abuse scandal. A man now in his 60s came forward and claimed that Sir Edward Heath had raped him in 1961 when he was just 12 years old. He told this story to his lawyers and to a newspaper, and his story goes that he was hitchhiking down the A2, which back in the 1960s was perfectly fine. He then gets picked up by a man and taken to a flat in Mayfair where he is raped. Then in 1965 he sees a picture in a newspaper of Edward Heath and Margaret Thatcher, and he recognises the man as the man who raped him. He then tries to report the assault in that time, but he is branded as a liar and a fantasist. Just pausing there, fantasist to me means that you want that to happen. I very much doubt he wanted that to happen. I don't think many people want that to happen, to be honest. And now this story has come forward, this isn't actually what has caused the investigation into this. Wiltshire police were actually investigating cases of assault in the 1990s. But now this man has come forward saying it happened in the 60s as well. And something else to throw out onto this, Sir Edward Heath has been dead for the past 10 years. So there's no questioning for him. But this is all accusation at the moment. You can't jump onto something too soon, so I'm going to keep my opinion right out of this. But if you want to throw your opinion in the comment section down below, then I'm not going to stop you. Go for it. And now for a story which sees the EU putting Britain in more trouble with its jobs, because that's apparently all the EU can do at the moment. A project that was set up in 2012 by the EU called My First Euros Job. I'm really not sure how to say that, but it's EURES. So it's like Euros but with an E. Now, this project aims to help young people in countries that belong to the EU to find jobs in other countries by giving them financial aid. The project can give each person up to £5,000 for relocation and tutoring fees. Now so far they say that they have helped 3,387 people to relocate and find a job in the past 3 years. Now the problem for Britain with this is that 1,178 of these relocated people have come to Britain, and only 25 people from Britain under the age of 30 have been helped by this project. Germany are in second place with most relocations to them, with 659 people relocating to Germany for work. Now this, overall, is pretty bad for Britain, because that's over 1,000 people who have come into the country to take the jobs. I say take the jobs, it's probably jobs that we don't want to do. But there's also the other side of this. How many of those people are still in work? And how many of those are possibly now claiming benefits? But I'm not really going to go any further into this with my opinion. So again, I do like to see other people's opinions. So if you have anything to put in on this, again, the comment section down below, that's why it's there. And of course, we can't get away from hunting news at the minute, ever since the Cecil the Lion incident. And Sabrina Corgatelli is back. If you didn't see yesterday's video, link to it in the description down below, so you can go and have a look at that, where I do talk more on this. But she's back because she's found a new way to defend herself. She spoke on the US-based Today Show, and she had this to say for herself. Everything I've done here is legal, so how can you fault somebody because of their hobbies? No, I'm not going to argue that. And she carries on to say, everybody just thinks we're cold-hearted killers, and it's not that. There is a connection with the animal, and just because we hunt them doesn't mean we don't have a respect for them. Again, okay, I can understand that. If you want to take up a hobby, I mean, it's not the nicest of hobbies, but if you want to take one up, you want to take part in it, it is legal, then there's no real problems there. It's the next bit that I can't understand. Giraffes are very dangerous animals. They could hurt you seriously very quickly. Now this really annoys me, because yes, giraffes can be dangerous, but so can every other animal, including humans. In fact, pretty much mainly humans, because you were a danger to the giraffe because you were pointing a gun at it, so it's going to try and defend itself, and that's why it becomes dangerous. So you're trying to defend yourself by making yourself look even worse. That really didn't work, did it? And like I said, humans are probably the most dangerous animal in the world. So is she trying to say that it's okay to shoot humans, or is the "what I'm doing is legal" bit trying to protect that? And anyway, it's not been the most enjoyable news so far today, so I thought I'd end on a bit more of a humorous one, where a giant inflatable minion in Dublin fell over in strong winds and ended up blocking a main road in Dublin, Ireland. Now, a fun fair was going on in the Irish capital, and strong winds unfortunately caught the 40 feet tall inflatable Kevin minion, blew it over onto the main road, blocked traffic. It then took police to come along, block the road off, then deflate the minion, which I think is a brilliant line for some reason. And then the owners had to come along and take it away after it had been deflated. Did they use a car, something like that? No, they used a wheelbarrow, because why not? And I know that did cause problems for some people, because they did end up getting stuck in traffic for a bit of a stupid reason. But I just love that story. I think it's brilliant. And on that note, that is where I'm going to end today's video. If you do have any opinions on any of the stories I've spoken about today, leave your opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of anything that I've mentioned today. And if you have enjoyed the video, while you're down there, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and as always, thanks for watching.